twice in as many weeks. Can you believe it? Today I want to go over the cost of Gundam Assemble compared to other war games, or I'm gonna compare it to like Legion, Star Wars Legion. I would go Shatterpoint, but Shatterpoint's kind of dead from what I understand. For Dan, we're gonna look at Alpha Strike and Battletech, and of course we're going to look at the big ones, Warhammer 40k, and we'll go Necromunda. We'll throw Necromunda in there. You can kind of, like, Necromunda's got a starter box right now at least, so you can kind of compare it like as a 2-player kit. The new Armageddon kit isn't out yet, so we're not going to be able to compare that. But I say but a lot, don't I? Anyway, that's kind of what we're going to go over, so check it out. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. So, as I said in the intro, we're going to be comparing the prices between Gundam Assemble and various other games. And it's not to discourage you or convince you to play Gundam Assemble or discourage you from playing any of the other ones. I think they're all valid depending on the IPs you like and what type of war game you want to play. So I'm not trying to discourage you from playing one or the other. I just want to do a price comparison to see kind of where it falls and how I feel about it. And I think this will be a good place to start. Anyway, I'm going to use 401 Games. They are a Canadian retailer. I'm not sponsored yet. Get at me, 401. We're going to look at their pricing for various things. There's no current starter box for 40k by itself. However, they do have Necromunda starter box and stuff like that. So we'll just go through, as you can see on my, oh, you can't see it, never mind. We'll just go through some of the options and give you a general layout and my thoughts. So we'll start with the pre-order for Gundam Assemble, the starter set. Basic starter set, $45.95. That's a really low cost entry for any game, even AAA games nowadays, where all you get is a digital copy. $45.95 is a great price. Let's look at what we get though. So you get 6 miniatures, 6 unit cards, so that's 1 for each model, and the unit cards I believe are the stat cards. 18 tactical cards, so that's for the models themselves, like their abilities, I believe. 1 game token. So the game token I believe is the tokens for each unit. So it's probably a sheet of game tokens. 2 scenario objective cards, a game map, paper terrain, which it's paper, so it'll be like cardboard cutouts. It's a great way to start. That's a perfectly great way to start. A set of 10-sided die, and I believe these dice do have little Gundam heads on them too, which is just great. A handbook and a quick rule table, so that's pretty good. And if you look at it here, we're kind of looking at everything we get. But yeah, you get everything you need to play in this box, which is great. You and a friend can buy this. If you split it, you each get 3 models, and one of you gets to keep the terrain, I guess. It's $45 Canadian. That's like 20 bucks for you Americans. So I think this is a really good value, and it gets you everything you need to play. So that's kind of where we're starting at for like a base level introductory box. Let's look at Necromunda. We'll scroll down a bit and see if we can find a 2-player starter box. Okay, so looking at Necromunda, here is the Necromunda Hive War. It doesn't tell you exactly what we get, but we can infer. So it looks, I think you get 2 gangs. So 10 Dalak, 10 Eschers. You get your cards, you get dice for both sides. That looks like a metal maybe token, but I wouldn't guarantee that's metal. It's probably plastic. You get terrain, a game board, blast markers. This is a cone thing, a sheet of tokens, rule book, and your measure stick for $195.50. There's 3 available, so if you want to get into Necromunda, love Necromunda. Great aesthetic on Necromunda. Would love to play Necromunda sometime, but it is a crunchy system. So you are getting plastic terrain with this, and you are getting everything you need to play for $195 though. That's a bit of a steeper cost to entry for me. Dropping $200 on a box of Warhammer is not cheap. Again, if you were to break this down, a box of Eschers and Dalak, like what's a codex cost nowadays for these guys? So we'll say the rulebook costs $60, which I think is conservative because that's also an old rulebook, so you'd be running on outdated rules anyway. A gang is $55. The value's probably there overall. For the little bit of terrain, the 2 gangs is going to be $100 by itself, plus the rulebook is going to be another $50. Plus the terrain's probably $75 by itself. So the value on Necromunda is there. But again, if I am on a limited budget, while I do get everything I need to play Necromunda, dropping $200 is a lot of mental gymnastics for me than dropping under 50, right? I can easily convince myself to spend $50 on something. If you were to tell me a box of Eschers is under $50, I'd be like, oh yeah, I'll buy a box of Eschers. That's 10 models, no rules or anything, but they are GW plastic, and I'd be okay with that. If we scroll down and we look, Cal Jericho,
we've got
Jericho
here. Nobody cares.
And Scabs are $42.50 by themselves. Buying into Necromunda is a better value than doing it piecemeal. Necromunda is not bad overall, but again, it's easier for me to convince myself to spend $50 than it is to convince myself to spend $200. Let's jump over to battletech quick for starter boxes. There's some options for battletech. I know my friend Dan, the Dan at large, likes Alpha Strike. He likes Alpha Strike a lot. So what do we get? For $87.95, that's a really good price. You get 13 miniatures. They're already assembled. So if you like assembling, you're going to miss out on that. I don't think that's a big deal. Rulebook, fiction novella. So if you want to read, 16-page universe primer, K, and 13 Alpha Strike cards. So that's one for each model. Great. 13 pilot cards. Okay, that's awesome. Battlefield support cards. Okay. Heavy stock reference sheet. So you do get a little bit of terrain. Punch card of trees and game counters. Okay, so you get a little terrain. Fold up cardboard buildings. Great. And medium cardboard buildings. Okay, you get everything in this too. You get more models. They are a smaller scale. I've got a battletech here. This is a battletech Gothic Gundam Assemble. So they're a little bit smaller, not by a lot, but a little bit. And you got to paint them just like anything else. That's great. And you get a little bit more with this one, to be honest. You're getting kind of the same terrain features. It's a little bit more expensive though, right? So you're getting more models. It's a little more expensive. I think getting into Alpha Strike for battletech, I think it's a good deal too. Like Alpha Strike, really good deal to get into. And if we look at the other starter boxes, look, the beginner box is $26.95. What does this come with? The beginner box is a bit different. It comes with 2 actual mechs and then cardboard cutouts for everything else. But $26.95, I mean, can you complain about that? This one has 8 miniatures in it for $69.
Nice.
So Battletech has a similar, and it looks like this one comes with a Battlefield too, which is great. It's kind of it looks like it's got cardboard cutouts too, hey? 8 newly sculpted, so it has 8 minis. Okay, Battletech's got a pretty good cost to entry, and Battletech Gothic, a little more expensive, it's got 7 miniatures, but this is like a PvE version of the game that I would really like to play, so at some point, probably after GameCon, Dan, we should check this game out, because I know you're watching this. Their SKU is 40,000, that's great. Overall, I think Battletech is a good cost to entry as well. I'd put it almost on par with Gundam Assemble. I don't know much about Crisis Protocol. I've never played the game. I do have a Venom miniature that I bought just to paint, and they're pretty good quality. And what are we looking at? On Crisis Protocol, we're looking at $164.95 for, again, 13 miniatures, but you get 26 terrain miniatures to build as your battlefield, 6 new Crisis cards featuring scenarios. Okay, so that's your scenario cards. 20 team tactics cards. Okay, so these are not cardboard cutouts for terrain. These are actual miniatures to build, which is interesting. Give your battlefield a little more zazz. For $164.95, 13, we'll call it 26 total miniatures, because we'll call terrain like a half a miniature each. A lot of people don't like painting terrain either, so for $164.95, it's not bad. It's not bad. I don't hate this either. And this would be a 2-player starter kit, so you and your friend can play. Again, much like Battletech. I'm looking at like 2-player starter sets, right? So this isn't bad if you're a big Marvel fan either. For $164.95 to get everything you need, basically, to play a 2-player game, that's pretty good. I don't hate that. Crisis Protocol, I'd say similar to Gundam. Again, though, $164.95 to $45. I can convince myself to drop $45 a lot easier, right? And finally, Star Wars Legion. So this is Rebels and the Empire for $139.95. It's not telling me how many minis are in it. All right, so we're looking at Star Wars Legion. I just went to their website here. Atomic Mass Games, what's up? So again, this comes with all the cards you need to play. Looks like it comes with quite a bit. A lot of cards included. Here we go. 33 plastic miniatures, 33 bases, because they got to go in bases, and you've got to specify those. 8 plastic barricades, so you get a little barricades. 15 dice, sure. Movement tools. Your measure stick. They're different measure tools. They're specific for this game, which I don't know if I like or not, but. And then a bunch of various other things, including cards. This is actually pretty good value. I don't know what the squad size is for this game, but it looks like you get some vehicles, you get walkers, you get Luke and Vader, like you get speeders and guys with guns. Obviously you get guys with guns and just some barricades. It's very basic with the terrain. To start, it's not bad. I don't hate this. And what was the price on 401? $139.95. I think that's pretty decent value in all honesty. If you're a big fan of Star Wars, I think that's pretty good value. I think I could get into that. If I was trying to get into Star Wars. I've said it before, I'll say it again. You can convince me to drop $50 faster than you can convince me to drop over 100, right? If I walked into a store and I saw Gundam Assemble and I'm like, oh, yo, there's an Epion in this box, I'd probably buy it just for Epion, and then I'd get a cool game out of it, right? And just to put it out there, because I know that this might come up, I know there is a bigger deluxe starter box that comes with more terrain and more mobile suits. This one, I believe it's 5v5 instead, and it's got 13 miniatures for $129.95. If you compare that to Crisis Protocol, same miniatures, you're getting a little more terrain, everything else is kind of similar, but you're getting more miniatures out of this one for $129.95. It's a very similar value. I would go Gundam over Marvel personally, but I think they're very similar value overall. That you have an option here for a deluxe starter box, right? And it's not necessarily a starter box either, it's a deluxe set. So let's hop into individual squads. So most games, most tabletop games have individual units you can get. So you can get a box of Space Marines, or you can get a box of Stormtroopers, or whatever game you're playing usually has a box that is themed somehow or belongs to a particular faction. Now, what we're looking at here is going to be so this is going to come with 3 mobile suits for $51.95. Now, this isn't the best example, so we'll look at this one from, I believe, Unicorn. This is the first expansion that will be coming out. And you can see that it comes with 3 mobile suits. This one's a little small, but we'll forgive it for now because the other ones don't look like that. It comes with your 3 tokens, it comes with cards for each unit, and it comes with their strategy cards, right? Their abilities that you can play from your hand for $51.95. If I am hanging out with my friend, or one of my friends is like, hey, I got into Gundam Assemble, I just got the starter box, do you want to play with me? And I'm like, yes. And what do I need? He's like, you don't really need anything, but if you don't want to use my mobile suits, like, here's some boxes. They come with everything you need to play. I've got the terrain. And I look and I'm like, oh, it's only $50. And that gets me my full army to play with. My full squad, if you will. They're not really an army in this, I guess, but that's my full squad to start playing this game for $51. That's everything I need. You know, I've got D10s. If you don't have D10s, getting a kit of D10s isn't that expensive. So your cost, if you just wanted to pick up a squad of something you like, really, really low. So that, you know, $50 to get everything I need to play for my army, you know, that's really good. I'm just gonna cover this now while I'm here. This is the deluxe set 2. I'm not sure when it comes out, but you're looking at $219, and it comes with how many models in this one? 14. So the price is going up a bit, and I'm not sure why. I feel like we'll figure that out as it comes out. Maybe some of these are bigger, I don't know. We'll have to see. It's a little more expensive at $219, but that is also like an early price. That could come down. We'll have to see. So we'll go back over to Necromunda now, and we'll just take a look at a box of, I don't know, Ironhead squads. For $54, I'm getting 8 squads, okay? That's 8 models. That's more models, yes. They're smaller, so the plastic is probably close to even, but I'm also not getting any rules for this. If I get the squads, then I need to go buy a book for the squads. I need to buy the House of Chains. That's not for squads, but you know what I mean. So that I know how to play specifically squads. And then if I didn't buy a starter box, or maybe I'm just getting into the game, oh, I have to go buy now, especially with Necromunda, blast templates, okay? And I need a measure stick. And I need all this stuff that I don't have because I didn't buy the box. And that, you'll get a few cards in here, and I think they're usually blank so that you can fill them out, because Necromunda is a game of customization. You're not getting any of the rules you need with Necromunda. All the rules you need for these are not here. Like, the rule book is $74. Okay, that's a thick one. That's a new one anyway. The only time you tend to get rules is with like special characters like Cal Jericho. He'll probably have a card in there. They might not have any. The Forge World ones tend to have cards with them, just little inserts. Anyway, so there's some ideas. I think purely per model, you get more models for GW games like Necromunda or even 40K, but you're not getting any of the rules that you then have to tack on. Buying a box of Necromunda is more expensive than buying a box of Gundam Assemble, only because I have to then get other things on top of it. So taking a look at battletech, we're hopping over here again. Oh, House Kurita, $38.95. That's a good price for 4 mechs, and it comes with pilot cards and Alpha Strike cards. Battletech doing it right. You are getting everything you need to play a game. I believe a lance is 4 mechs, so you get your full lance. I am now prepared to go to a friend's place or a tabletop place. I've got my Alpha Strike cards. I've got my pilot cards. I can play a full game of Alpha Strike with my friend. I could go to the game store, pick one of these up, and go play immediately. Sure, I'm running gray plastic, but I can do that. These are built even. Like $38.95, that's a good deal. I like this. They're a little bit smaller, but that's value. I gotta give it to Catalyst on this one. So I'm a filthy clanner, so I'm curious what a star costs. An ad hoc star, $32.95, 40 and under for a clan star, which also, again, it comes with a direwolf, that's sick. But this comes with everything you need too. Like, you are ready to play with this. I know that when you buy, at least my Venom came with the cards I needed to play Venom, which is great. Love that. I don't know how big a squad has to be, so I can't really comment too much on that, but let's look at a squad of 4, $60, 4 miniatures, 4 bases, stat cards, and team tactics cards. You get everything you need in here. From what I can tell, based on the starter box, 4 minis should be enough to get you started. If it had 13 in it, I bet you could get a game going with 4 minis. These ones do need to be built, so I can't just go to the game store, pick it up, and start playing. So this isn't bad. $60 for 4 models, and they're a little bit bigger than GW models. And they come with your cards. See, this one only comes with 3 for $60, and this one comes with 4 too. And like, this is 2 models for 50. Okay, this is hit and miss then. Say I want to run Angel and Archangel. I don't think I can play a full game with that, so I need to then buy a squad of other mutants or something, like Bishop and Nightcrawler. Sure, that's another $50, so now I'm at 100 for 4 models. Yes, I can get 3 or 4 models, or some have 5 in them, I think I saw, for $50 to $80. This is really, Crisis Protocol is kind of hit and miss. I would say sometimes Crisis Protocol is going to be worth it, and sometimes it isn't. And then Star Wars Legion, we're back here. A starter set for just the Empire is $119. That's not bad. What comes in a starter box? So for $37, you're getting everything you need to play start your Empire army. It's not bad. We're really just comparing box for box here, technically. So for $52, I get an Imperial Riot Control Squad with 7 minis. What is a squad of Stormtroopers? It should be like 10 or 11. 11 based on this. That's interesting. It seems like I can't just buy a box of Stormtroopers. Oh, no, they're right here. They're right here. So what comes in a box of Stormtroopers for $60? 11 miniatures and 11 bases, unit card, upgrade cards, punch sheet, and insert. Okay, so you're getting everything you need to play this unit, which is pretty good for $60, 11 models. The value is kind of there for that, actually. For 11 models, $60, it's pretty good. What comes in this, 4? If that's only 4, I don't know about that, but... So this is 54 for 7. Legion's not bad. It comes with the cards you need to play your squad, so if I don't buy this box set, if I buy a thing of Stormtroopers, I can play my Stormtroopers. I don't need to buy a codex or anything. That's one thing that I think GW really, it's where the ball gets dropped a bit for cost, because I have to buy so many additional things to play the game, right? If I didn't have to, it wouldn't be so bad, but I think the value is there for Gundam Assemble. I think if I can buy the squad of mobile suits I want, play them almost immediately, I think that's really great for anyone. So I think battletech's maybe a bit of a better value, but battletech is a lot more niche. I'm here to compare value, I guess, but I'm not here to like tell you what to buy. I'm just here to compare and see how I feel about it. And honestly, Gundam Assemble, cost to entry, aces. Aces. Cannot complain about it. I think based on low model count, I think Gundam Assemble is nailing it. And I think we're gonna see a lot of people coming around on it. We checked it out, saw what we saw. I do think Gundam Assemble is going to be a very good value overall, as I said. I think that, especially if you're just getting into war games, it's going to be a great value for starting out, especially. I think the fact that I can get a playable army with a single box is great. That's something you can't really do with much else. It's kind of a big deal that I can buy one $50 box and get everything I need to play the game. I mean, aside from terrain and stuff, but like that's all I need is just the one box. It's got my rules and my tokens and like pretty much everything. I think it's a pretty good deal. Anyway, again, let me know what you guys think in the comments. I do check and read all the comments because I don't get a lot yet. Let me know what you guys think. Is this something? Is this anything? Come back for the chaos? Is that our new slogan? Is that our slogan? It might be.